Many matches in DeKalb County United's history that have been considered huge. This one, perhaps the hugest of all. That's because earlier this afternoon in Appleton, Wisconsin, Green Bay Glory squeaked out a 3-2 win over AFC Roscoe and have now moved 5 points clear of DeKalb County United for the drop in Division I of the Midwest Premier League's Heartland Conference. Good evening, everybody. Brian Martin with you on a beautiful Saturday evening for soccer. It's a little breezy. Game time temperature right around 82 degrees or so. Bright sunshine out. And tonight we are facing Czarni Jaslo from Chicago, and a team that we beat earlier 3-2 in Alex Krul's debut. He got the game-winning goal late in the match for a 3-2 win that ended our 5-game losing streak to start the league season and has started us on what is now a 3-game winning streak, with Jaslo coming back into town to play. They were found out they were relegated this afternoon when Green Bay won. They are currently standing on no wins and 8 losses. They have scored 9 and shipped 27. And United are 6th in Division I. 3 wins, 5 losses, negative 11 goal differential. They've scored 15, and they have allowed 26. However, since that 0-5 start, United are 3-0. They've scored 12, conceded 6. 5 of those 12 scored by Alex Krell. Jaslo have won the toss. They will kick off. They'll be heading from left to right. They are in the white and black checkerboard tops with black shorts and black socks with white trim. United in their traditional green tops with white sleeves and white trim and numerals, and the gray socks and shorts. And we're getting ready we'll have lineups for you here shortly. The game is underway here in the first minute in DeKalb. United trying to win their 4th consecutive game, which is not a league record. It's not even a team record. The record for most consecutive league victories, 6 in a row to start the 2022 campaign. And so United still have a ways to go. United come in with 3 games in hand. They will have a repeat against RWB Adria, a game that has now twice been decided by weather. And so that is still on the docket to be scheduled. The teams are working that out. Next Saturday afternoon, we will face Green Bay Glory here. And then the following Sunday, the 27th, we will face our arch nemesis Bavarians, whom we have not defeated ever in club history. And this is number 84. That's Katai Mukuku in, and the ball is in the middle, and the shot, it was right on the heels. It was Luke Knotts with a small setup pass looking for Mo Sagir, and Sagir blasts it into the stratosphere from inside the penalty area, just about the penalty spot. So good setup there as Katai, his last name is Mukuka. We'll just call him Katai because I'm sure I will mispronounce that. And we'll call him Katai, wearing number 84. We'll get to the starting lineups in just a moment. For Czarni Jaslo in goal is Jalen Diepenbrock. Number 22 is Diego Aplicano. Number 21 is Augustin. 16, David Peters. Number 6, Alan Jacinto. Number 2, Emil Nikani. And number 4, Hugo Marquez. Those are your Czarni Jaslo. We finally found out, thanks to our good friend AI, that we've been mispronouncing their team name forever. It's not Jaslo, it's Jasło. It's not Czarni, it's Czarni. Czarni Jaslo. It is Polish in derivation. So my apologies to the Polish community in the Chicago area for mispronouncing it. Hopefully we got it right, and we'll continue to do so. Josh Squires here for United. And your United lineup is number 31, Lucas Ortiz in goal. The winning streak was no coincidence, started with his start against this very team about 3 or 4 weeks ago. On the back line, number 89, Nate Hageman. Number 66, Zach Heitkemper. Number 25, Trey Gora. And number 18, Baylor Deneau. In the midfield, number 27, Liam O'Donoghue, the captain. Number 88, Josh Squires. And number 8, Mo Sagir. Up front, it is number 3, Luke Knotts. Number 84, Katai Mukuka. And the big man up front, the beast, number 90, Alex Krell. Krell has scored 5 in his 3 matches with United. 1 against this team was the game winner. He had a brace in our historic win over Chicago House 2 weeks ago, and another brace just this past July 6th, this past Sunday, in a win over AFC Roscoe on the road. And the ball is out of play for a corner kick for Jaslo. And United will defend Sunday. By Krell. And chipped ahead a little too far for Luke Knotts. This is number 10, Gonzalez. Number 6 is Jacinto. Difficult to read the Jaslo numbers. They are red on black, and that's a tough read from here, especially the further away they get from my vantage point. We'll do our best to identify these guys down around the byline. It ping-pongs around and goes out of play, and it's going to be, it looks like a foul against Jaslo, right down near the byline, and it'll be put back into play quickly by Ortiz, who gets it out to, now it's into O'Donoghue in the midfield to Josh Squires. Back to O'Donoghue. Heitkemper camps out right along the touch line, right in front of the coach's box. Heitkemper continues moving forward, continues until it's dispossessed on a long touch, and Ortiz will grab that loose ball and get it to Trey Gora, who's playing center back tonight. A long ball up front looking for Knotts. He races on, but the keeper coming out and will cut it off, and Diepenbrock just lets it go over the byline for a goal kick. United once again looking for the ball over the top. That was a strategy that worked very, very well against Chicago House 2 weeks ago. 3 breakaway goals in that contest. And Alex Krell having 2 of the 5 against AFC Roscoe last Sunday. Check him out on our social media pages because you have to see them to believe them. They are Premier League quality goals. First touch one-timers that were just deadly. Baylor Deneau heads it away from the on-rushing Jaslo player, and United come out of the back with it. That's Katai. He finds Krell on the left wing. Krell trying to break one man. He gets around him, turns, breaks his ankles, turns again, fires across the face of goal. Almost gets Mo Sagir cutting in, looking for Sagir on the pass across the front of goal, and Sagir could not get his foot to it. United coming so close, but now 2 wonderfully executed passing plays in the attacking zone. United show that they are, yes indeed, here to do business tonight.
Up to Alex. To Alex. That was perfectly weighted, too.
Long ball hit Alex, and then he did the rest. Stopped on a dime and broke the defender's ankles. Here on the near side, this is Gonzalez. No, that's Gonzalez. The other guy is 18, was Zach Gamster. Right in the midsection of O'Donoghue, and it's a foul against United. Foul is committed against Alejandro Gonzalez by Katai Mukuka. I think we'll just go with Katai. Give the Brazilian tradition of single name players. Katai just sounds cool. Jaslo, long free kick, looking for a teammate, and it's the idea was good, the execution not so much. Goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick for United. A couple of shots by United, neither of them finding the goal. And secondary ball in play way on the far side, and Trey Gora will run over to deal with it. And Baylor Deneau puts it back in play to Ortiz, and then back to Deneau. Cross penalty area for Gora. Gora coming up out of the back, surveys the field, gets it to Liam O'Donoghue, taps back to Baylor Deneau. United trying to work their way out of the back. Center backs are playing. This is Sagir. It's time. Ball comes on all the way across the field, and now it's been cycled around here on the near side to Liam O'Donoghue in the midfield, and the return pass goes slightly astray, but the ball goes back up the line, headed on forward by Jaslo, and inadvertently, this is a ball to Heitkemper. It trickles, and it's going to go in the goal, and I don't know if it's going to be Heitkemper or if it's going to be Sagir that's going to get credited with the goal. But it is a goal for you United here in the 10th minute of play. It looks like it's Mo Sagir with a goal on his home debut. Heitkemper took the shot. The ball looped up in the air off a deflection off the Jaslo defender. And Sagir, unlike the last time, was right there at the back post to put home the loose ball. And it's 1-0 in favor of United in the game's 10th minute.
In the 9th or 10th minute, opening goal of the game, on debut, number 8, Mo Sagir.
And although we do sing the virtues of Alex Krell quite a bit, he's an awesome player, the goals lately have been coming from everybody. O'Donoghue scored on a goal across the face, a goal off a corner kick. Martin Montoya, who's not here today, he has had the goals. Sagir had a goal the other night in his league debut. The goals have been coming from all over the place, and mainly, I think, because Alex has inspired this team to be productive and take their chances. Because Alex is a striker. I mean, there's not a ball he won't shoot on net. There's not a move he won't make. Intercepted by United, and they do have a few numbers here. Pass looking for Krell. He's behind the defender. He's going to have to try to beat the goalkeeper there. He does have the keeper there, and it does go out of play before the keeper touches it, and so it's a goal kick for Jaslo. We're in the game's 11th minute, almost dripping into the 12th minute. Jaslo. As we mentioned, no wins, no draws, 8 losses on the season. They've scored 9. They've now given up 28. That's a minus 19 goal differential. They're in the basement of the first division and will be playing in the second division next year. And this is a team that has some history in this league of being a fairly good team. I believe one year they either finished first or second in the league. So it's surprising to see them not playing very well this season. Don't know what the reason is for that. This is Gamster racing along, looking for a teammate. And that ball is in the back of the net. And that's a game tire. Pass came through. We'll see if we can get the number on the play. It might be Gamster. We'll take a look. And the game is tied at 1. As soon as he turns around, guy right in front of me here, it looks like it is number 18, Gamster. And that is in the game's 13th minute.
In the 13th minute, equalising goal for Yanni Jaslo, number 18, Gamster.
So as quickly as they score, they give up the lead. And here's another interception. This is Gonzalez now. Jaslo on the attack. United try to strip the ball away. It's blocked from behind. The spinning ball is corralled by Lucas Ortiz. Gamster just poked that ball under Ortiz as he was falling. This is either going to be a 1-1 game with no further scoring, or this one's going to be one of those 5-4 Tottenham-Leicester games on the final weekend of the season where nobody cares and everybody just wants to be entertaining. Ball ahead looking for Krell, headed out by Jaslo. Ball is in the center of the park. O'Donoghue gets a foot in, pops it straight up. Fighting. Jaslo has it again. It's number 4 is Hugo Marquez. Now on the far side. Pressed by Sagir. Now pressed by Luke Knotts. Ball gets away, and Knotts almost took it away, but the Jaslo player retained possession, and they have it again coming up the left-hand side. And he gets around the last defender, that's Hageman. Ball crossing in, and Danu with another wonderful header out of there from the center back position, playing sweeper. Knotts in the midfield. Looking ahead, he had Sagir, but Sagir didn't make the full run, and it goes all the way out of play over the touchline on the far side. It's a throw-in. Alex Krell sort of imploring his teammates to press forward.
Thank you for posting on social media, Catherine. Thank you for all the support you've given us this year and in the past. Glad to have you with us.
Ball back into the goalkeeping area. Goes to Diepenbrock.
So let us know you're here. Give us a DKCU shout.
And on the near side, pressed a little bit by Josh Squires. Jaslo for a long ball. It was looking to be redirected on by Josue Roman Vargas, but he doesn't connect, and United, Ortiz comes out of his net to play it, and United have it coming back the other way. 15th minute of play. Quarter hour gone. Squires will dribble pass to himself and back in the midfield. Jaslo turns and spins in a long shot way high and wide, but Ortiz dove anyway. Not the same as the dive he made against Chicago House in stoppage time 2 weeks ago when he dove over the ball. And that was nowhere near the net. O'Donoghue to Sagir. Sagir has 2 with him. He has 3 with him now. He's got Krell in front of him. He puts a pass. Oh, had it been weighted much better, it would have been right on Alex Krell's foot, but it was too far for him and too fast, and Krell pulled up because he knew he wasn't going to get it, and Jaslo have the ball again. 1-1 the score. Goal by Sagir in the 10th minute. Goal by Gamster in the 13th minute is where we are here in minute number 16 of the match. Jaslo with 3 on 4, but back goes Trey Gora to cut that out and put it over the byline, touchline for a throw-in for Jaslo. So Jaslo playing for Pride this afternoon, and the referee making them take the throw-in about 15 yards further away from where it originally was thrown. And he winds up throwing it in from the exact same spot he did a minute ago, and the referee says, okay, that's fine, after telling him to move 15 yards further back. Oh, well. Sagir, he just has the one man, and that is Krell. So he passes back to O'Donoghue, and they recycle back around into the midfield for Squires, who slips and falls on the turf. It seems like it's a little slippery out there. It could be, it's not rain. I don't think it's rain. It might be condensation from the humidity. I don't know. I've seen a lot of slipping out there so far. And the ball comes here to Katai. And now Squires back to the right back position. And that's Hageman. Looking long, but finding nobody. He was looking for Sagir. And out of play for another throw-in. 3 more matches to go, ladies and gentlemen. We are still awaiting the verdict on when RWB Adria will be able to reschedule their home match against us. That was twice postponed by weather. The teams have to agree on how to, since it's been canceled twice, I think the teams have to do a little more agreement on when to play because the end of the fixture list is coming and there's not a lot of room to reschedule a game. And United and Adria are both in the title in the relegation and title hunts respectively, so you don't want to have games too close together that could impact the ability of one team to be ready for either the match before or the match after the makeup game. So long shot right at Ortiz, handles it nicely and comfortably. So we're waiting for that. And then next Saturday afternoon, we will be playing Green Bay Glory. At present, if United should win this match tonight, they'll be 2 points behind the Glory with 3 matches to play. So the Green Bay game is huge, and I mean massive, because they would have a chance to pass Green Bay. Krell stalking the goalkeeper. Sagir almost intercepts and can't get away with it as Jaslo keep it. And for those of you wondering, if you've seen the screen and it says Jaslo, it is actually pronounced Jasło in Polish. So we want to keep the name pronounced correctly. Gonzalez looking to try to get through, and that's going to be Katai. Number 84 coming away with it in the midfield. He's all by himself. Oh, gets away from one. He's got Krell with him on his left. Sticks a foot out and take the pass away and breaks up that rush upfield. And now Jaslo coming again. This is number 22. This is Diego Aplicano down in the corner, down by the goal, and it's over the byline for a goal kick for United. Each team with one shot on goal, each team with a goal. Beautiful day for soccer here in DeKalb. No humidity, light breeze. We have Ardit Abdullahi, number 42, getting ready to come into the game for United. Jaslo are carrying, it looks like 4 substitutions, period. They're allowed 7. And who's coming off at this moment in time? It might be, nope, Abdullahi is being left on. And they're bringing, is it O'Donoghue? No, it's not O'Donoghue. Is that Hageman? It's Danu. We'll check on what looks like Baylor Danu's picked up a knock or something, and he's come off here in the 21st minute. He is limping a little bit, and he is visiting the trainer here at the training table just in front of my position. It is actually Nate Hageman.
On place number 89, Nate Hageman. Ardit Abdullahi from Nate Hageman.
So this is number 25, Trey Gora. To Sagir. Sagir crosses fields. He's got Heitkemper. Heitkemper gives a quick one-touch pass back to O'Donoghue and back into the middle of the field for Josh Squires. Squires turns around after finding no room. It's it to Gora. Gora, a little dump pass to his right. That comes all the way back over here to Baylor Danu, and then up on the near side here on the wing to O'Donoghue with lots of room to roam. He has Heitkemper, and there's Katai racing on from nowhere and almost catching up to that ball before it goes out. But it's out of play and a goal kick for Czarni Jasło. Goal kick coming here in the game's 22nd minute of play. United all-time against Jasło, 2 wins, 2 losses. They've scored 9. They've allowed 6. The last time these two teams played was on June 21st in Chicago. A 3-2 United win. Alex Krell with the game winner late to break a 2-2 tie and send United to their first points of the season. That's Gora. All the way back to Ortiz, and a hot shot. Ortiz had to play off his thigh. A little bit strong of a back pass to the keeper.
Which one? It's right for you when you're flying, right for your leg.
Heitkemper. O'Donoghue in the midfield looking for someone and gets it back to Trey Gora. And his pass is intercepted. Jasło has it. United still picking up. Alex Krell came back to play defense on that one. Ball bounces out of play, and it will be Jasło throw-in on the far side.
Everyone's favorite content creator of the 2025. Ashley is here. Thank you, Ash. Big up to you and your family.
Jasło passes back. Here on the near side. Gamster here in front of me to my right by the touch line. And that's who's going to get it. Gamster, the goal scorer, back in the 13th minute. Long chip ahead, and it looks like Gora's going to cut that out and heads it to Segir. Segir has Krell in front of him, but he's dispossessed. And the ball goes out of play. I am reminded, most Segir reminds me of a player we had our first year, who always tried to make the fancy schmancy moves and always got dispossessed. Always. I've forgotten his name. But he came highly recommended. He was supposedly a goal scorer, and he couldn't keep possession to save his life. And I feel that Segir is trying, but I think he's trying too hard to be fancy. The passing that United was successful on against Chicago House and again against AFC Roscoe was simple passing. Nothing fancy, nothing too crazy. Straight ahead, straightforward stuff. Josh Squires. All I know is the young man played for Stillman Valley High School. I do remember that. I can remember that. I can't remember his name. Gora now. O'Donohue. To Squires. Squires turns, looking for somebody, anybody. Baylor Deneau playing way up out of the back. Matter of fact, Lucas Ortiz is playing about 30 yards, maybe almost 35 yards from goal. Krell comes back and gets it to Deneau. And then on the far side for Gora. And then to Abdullah. Here's Katai. Katai chipping ahead for Heitkemper. He gets it down. He tried to control it with the outside of his foot. It's headed down. O'Donohue in the middle of things. Far side. Ball chipped in toward O'Donohue. It's kicked out. Two men go for it, and there's a foul on the play. Abdullah called on the foul against the Jaslo player. And we're in the game's 26th minute. Player for Jaslo down on the far side. Again, apologies to Jaslo fans wondering why I'm not saying your guys' names all that often. Your kit designer should know black numerals on a white and black checkerboard uniform, virtually unreadable from the press box. The jerseys look great, don't get me wrong, but if you're trying to figure out who people are by their number, which I am trying to do because I have a list of the names and numbers. I just can't see the numbers most of the time. So my apologies if you are watching now or will watch later and wondering why I'm not calling out very many of your names. That's why. Squires. And I know our guys, but still. This is Segir on the far wing. Segir gets around one. He gets on his left foot. Ball is tipped away from behind by a Jaslo defender and kicked way out of play for United throw-in. Josh Squires on that far side, right about the center circle. He was going to throw it quickly, but a Jaslo player came in to intercept, and two players coming in for Jaslo. Number 19 is Peter Schmiel, and number 21 is Augustin Chavez Jr. Will be entering the game here in the game's 28th minute. And we'll see if we can get who is coming out. Nobody ever turns around for me to see their numbers on their backs when they leave. And then they pause under the plexiglass, and now I can no longer see their numbers. It looks like number 4, which should be Hugo Marquez. And I can see number 11 would be Josue Roman Vargas. So United have it in the middle of the park. Chipped away by Jaslo. Taken away slightly. Now it's going to be bouncing around. Knotts was going after it. Back to the keeper. That's Diepenbrock. Pressed a little bit by Krell. And the ball goes out of play right to the Czarni Jaslo coach in front of his chair along the sideline. Touch line, if you will. Gora. Josh Squires. Knotts. Turns. Gets around one man. Passes ahead, but it's in the middle of the park to nobody in particular. Jaslo have it back. Liam O'Donoghue gets a foot in, and Knotts winds up with it. Back to Baylor Deneau. Deneau to Knotts. Now to Squires. Somewhat looking, not directing traffic, but waiting for traffic to open up. And he gets it to Gora, playing way up on the far side out of his right center back position. O'Donoghue, it's looking for Sagir, racing down the right-hand side. Sagir tangled up with another Jaslo player. They have it down there, the byline. It kicks around, and Jaslo comes out with it, but they go over the byline, over the touchline with the ball dribbling and out of play, and it goes for a United throw-in deep in Jaslo territory to the right, to the left of goal. Krell, it bounces off a Jaslo player. Krell will throw it in again. No, he's going to give it up. It's the substitutions are coming in for United. Number 11, Taylor Sowell. Number 34, Jared Sinave. Number 27, number 17 is Rory Carlson. And number 21, Nolan Getzinger. Sowell, Sinave, Getzinger, and Carlson coming in. Off is going to be, looks like Knotts is coming on. Knotts is coming off, and it looks like, is that Katai or Sagir? That's Sagir, number 8, coming off. Squires number 88 came off, and there's one more player that came off. We'll figure it out. But United have it, and here come Jaslo. 1 against 6. Ball on the wing, though, opens up the defense now. Jaslo starting to get numbers ahead. Ball in forward. It comes all the way in to number 10. That's Alejandro Gonzalez. He controls this, gets it to Gensler. Or Gamster. Gamster? 21 is Chavez. Chavez Jr., but we'll just say Chavez. No offense to Mr. Chavez Sr. Got a foot in. United calling for a throw-in for them, but the referee awards the throw-in to Jaslo. And the substitution now for Jaslo coming on number 17, Nick Feet. Coming in for number 18, Zach Amster, the goal scorer. Jaslo, they have their numbers on their shorts, on the front right leg of their shorts. So if they're close enough, we can see that number. This is Feet, just in the match. Now to number 6, that is Alan Jacinto. Back to Feet. Here on the near side to 21, that's Chavez. Back to Feet. Back to Chavez. Gets between 2 defenders and gets around Heitkemper. Gives the ball away, and Heitkemper kicks the ball, and they're going to call a foul before the ball goes out of play against Zach Heitkemper, right on the nose of the Husky logo. Some 25, 18, 28, some 30 yards from goal, left of goalkeeper Lucas Ortiz, angled about 45 degrees. United will set up a one-man wall, maybe 2. Nope, just a one-man wall. And Ortiz will cover the goal, shading to his right. That's where all the Jaslo players are, to his right, bunched up. Ball comes in the center. It's headed out smartly by Krul for a corner kick. Second corner kick of the game for Jaslo. 33rd minute of the game. We are all squared at 1. 2 goals in 3 minutes. Back on 10 and 13. Have us where we're at. And then the game settled in. Short corner. Backheeled. Ball is scuffed on its way to goal by Alejandro Gonzalez. He scuffed the shot. And it was an easy play. It was a spinner, but an easy play for Ortiz. And Krull coming up on the side and taken down by a hard challenge by number 10, Alejandro Gonzalez, who's getting a verbal warning from the official that we're not going to see any of that anymore. Although if you've scored 5 goals in 3 games like Alex Krull has and word has gotten around, yeah, he's going to get fouled like that a lot between now and the end of the season. Senave. And the ball is dispossessed. United are trying to get a sneak a foot in on these passes. This is Gonzalez all alone on the near side. He's by himself, and he fires some long range high and off the goal stanchion in behind. Looks like Liam O'Donoghue was the fourth man that came off in that substitution barrage from Coach P.J. Hamilton. We were supposed to play on Thursday night in Chicago at RWB Adria. They claim there was a lot of lightning in the area.
I'll show you the neighbor's tree, Ryan. I think I miss you.
Ball is ahead.
He's offsides.
He is offside. I thought he was, but I thought I'm going to keep going with it until somebody tells me otherwise. The flag was up, and that was a ball looking for Nolan Getzinger, who's wearing a shirt with a name Alvarez emblazoned on the back, and it's clearly using a pre-worn shirt by someone else. Jack Bonavia, number 7, coming in. And who's coming off here? Is this Gora? Is this double 6 Heitkemper? So Bonavia is on for Heitkemper, number 66. In the game's 36th minute, United player goes down, and the referee with a foul. United with a free kick. United are not necessarily asking for their 10 yards. They just want to be able to get started quickly. This is Taylor Sowell, number 11. Back here to Bonavia. First touch of the match for him. Baylor Deneau. Into Katai. Katai turns. Continues to turn. Turns back again. Maintains possession. Tries to get the ball in. It goes right straight to... It went right straight to Getzinger. And he tried crossing it across the face of the goal, and it went wide. And Jaslo will keep the ball as United now hawk and press on that side of the field, not letting Jaslo have a moment's rest. It comes right to Katai, to Krell. Krell has it. It gets knocked away from him. He keeps possession. He still has it. The man, I've called him the beast. He's the beast, my friends. And a foul, a little push foul. Tugging. Let's say he's tugging at the referee looks he's tugging at a jersey. So it's a tug. It's a tug. And it is on Jaslo. United will have a free kick. Actually, it was a drop. They gave a drop ball on that, and the referee allowing United to keep the drop ball by the referee making the Jaslo player play beyond where he could go reach it. Basically told the guy, I'm giving it to them, let them have it. This is Taylor Sowell, number 11. 38th minute of play. Bonavia here on the left in front of me. And all the way across to Gora. Quick heel pass to Krell, and then back to Gora again. In the middle to Sowell, number 11. Looking for Jared Senave. He can't handle the pass. Racing back for it is United. They do get back on defense. And Baylor Deneau will take it over. Getting it to Gora again. Goes all the way back to Lucas Ortiz. Number 31, your goalkeeper. Nothing he could do on the shot he was beaten on.
Other than communicate with his defense.
Other than have his defense do a better job, yes. Usually, once the attacking player clears defenders and has a one-on-one with the keeper, basically. He's got 24 feet by 8 feet to shoot at, and the keeper has to make a move at some point. And Ortiz stood his ground, and there comes a point when standing your ground is a bad idea because the shooter then shoots, and then you have to make a decision. That's what happened to Ortiz. Got caught in that no man's land of not figuring out what he wanted to do. Ball goes off Krell, who's having an uncharacteristically, he's having a good game, but he's had a few little missteps with handling the ball, and this is going to be feet. Ball comes back, Jared Sinave pressing. Bypasses Soul, and a long shot blocked by Gora. That was Rory Carlson after it. 40th minute of play here. 1-1 the score. A massive game tonight for United, and it looks like, taken away by Getzinger. Just put a foot in and took the ball away, and now here come United. This is number 17, Carlson, back to Sinave, and then all the way back to the keeper. So the steal in midfield amounts to nothing as they recycle the ball. But Jaslo giving United plenty of room and time, and there's a pass through for Katai on the left-hand side. Now back to Katai. Makes one man miss. Now he races down in the corner to try to chase the ball in. He's got it. He keeps it in play, and it's out of play for a goal kick. They're saying is off Katai, the last to touch it. And we have another Jaslo substitution. This time it's number 14. That is not someone who I have on the roster list. No, I don't have it on the list. Not saying he's not registered, not saying he's not on the list. I just don't have him listed on my score sheet. Have to check the photograph here.
You got Diego Aplicano.
Okay, Diego Aplicano, number 22 came out. Number 14, we'll see if we can figure out who that is. The esteemed Brian Gergen is looking that up. Ortiz had a little stutter step, not sure to go back, come out. He finally decided to come out. And now racing up the sideline is Bonavia. He has Krell all by himself. Krell chips ahead. Getzinger down in the corner. One-on-one. Ball deflects. It goes to Bonavia, who makes a weak shot. It is a shot on goal, but Bonavia didn't get anything on it.
My best guess.
Number 14 is Peter Camille. Okay, I have him as number 19. That makes sense. We'll change that to 14. Peter Camille is number 14. All the Jaslo fans are going, I know who that was. Why don't you know who he is? Well, because I don't see him play that often. There's a foul against Jaslo, taking down Rory Carlson, and so United will have a free kick about 20-some yards, 25, 30 yards from goal, to the left of goal. Jaslo setting up a wall, and of course the referee's going to make them go back. And this referee does have the magic disappearing spray, and there's nothing really magical about it. It's shaving cream, ladies and gentlemen. They just package it in a different thing and call it mysterious disappearing line cream. Anybody with shaving cream can do this. Katai will line up to take the free kick from 25, let's call it 30 yards away, just above the Husky logo. He gets a low liner in toward the box. It gets knocked out by Jaslo. Over here to Bonavia. Bonavia looking for Krell and doesn't get there. Now Ortiz way out of his goal will play it with the outside of his right foot. Chips way ahead looking for Katai. Can't find him. Ball comes back the other way. Katai now has it. United have a 4-on-6. Let's see if they can do this. Rory Carlson weaving through the defense. Katai into the penalty area. He's got one man to beat. Oh, he slices it just wide and it skates across the face of goal. And out of play, a throw-in for United, or for Jaslo. Across the face of goal, and once again, United come up close on a pass across the face of the goal. Katai had the right idea. There was nobody home. And Jaslo trying to put it out of play. Baylor Deneau to Sowell, number 11. He weaves to Sinave now. Sinave. Toe tap pass back to himself. Now corrals it, holds on to it for a second. Gets it on the far side. That's Abdullahi. To Rory Carlson. Now to Gora. Ball in toward the middle, looking for Krell, but it doesn't get anywhere near him. I think teams are starting to figure out that's the United strategy. You have to come up with something a little different.
Yeah, that's my part of the conception. Like a 10 almost.
Now, Jaslo have it down in the corner. Comes back to Gora. Lucas Ortiz comes all the way out of his goal to get it. In the game's 45th minute, we are nearing the end of the first half here. We'll have some stoppage time, or maybe no stoppage time, and some substitutions. Sinave, back to Gora. Gora, Sinave. Near side for Deneau. 1 minute of stoppage time. Krell down in the left side of the penalty area. He's one-on-one with the defender, looking to fake him out. Krell shoots across the middle of the goal, looking for a teammate, but it's headed away. And Jaslo coming back out.
I know we've got some academy players out here, so we fully expect you guys to
Coming back out. So a minimum of 1 minute of stoppage time. Katai almost gets knocked off the ball. United almost give it away. Katai has it now here in the midfield. He has it. Stops on a dime. Passes up looking for Bonavia, and Bonavia is not going to get there in time. Cut out by Gonzalez. Gonzalez has it. Ball is clipped away by United. That's going to be a yellow card on number 21, Nolan Getzinger, in the 45th plus 1 minute. A yellow to Getzinger. Alex Krul has to be careful. He is on 3 yellow cards. A 4th one earns him a 1-match suspension. And one of the cards he got was after scoring against Chicago House in that game. At the end, the goal that made it 4-1, Alex didn't get the goal, but he certainly said something to someone, and he could have been 1 card lighter if he'd just been quiet. But perhaps that's just his style. And I guess you really don't want to change a man's style. Krell here on the left-hand side in front of me. He gets around one man. He gets around the second man, and guys gets tackled away. His jersey was pulled, and they're going to give the ball to Jaslo. And that will be it for the opening 45 minutes of play. Your score at halftime, DeKalb County United won on a goal by Mo Sagir on the 10th minute. And Czarni Jaslo won on a goal by Zach Gamster in the 13th minute. We're going to step away for about 15 minutes or so for halftime. When we return, the final 45 with your score at halftime. DeKalb County United won. Czarni Jaslo won. DeKalb, Brian Martin with you on a beautiful Saturday night for soccer here in DeKalb, Illinois. United will be kicking off and heading from left to right in the second half. Green shirts and white numerals and trim on the shirts, and two-tone gray and for the socks and shorts. Czarni Jaslo is in the checkerboard, white and black with red numerals and trim, black shorts and socks with white trim. It's 1-1 here at halftime. Shots on goal in the first half, 3 for Czarni Jaslo and 2 for U United. Goals on 10 minutes by Mo Sagir and on 13 minutes by Zach Gamster. We are level at 1. Sagir's goal, a milestone moment for the club. It is the 100th goal scored at home in the club's history. So that was goal number 100 by Mo Sagir. Should United win tonight, they will be their 25th home victory of all time. And should they score 4 more goals tonight or over the next 2 home matches, will reach 200 goals all time. Matter of fact, in any of the matches, whether they're home or not, the next 4 goals get us to 200 all time since 2018. The ball is ready to go, and we've kicked it off, and United have the ball to start the second half. Looks like the lineup that ended the opening half is out there to start the second half, which means we have guys like O'Donoghue and such on the bench. Abdullah is in front of me, number 42. And back to Abdullah. Sinave as the back line and the midfielders are having a little drill time on live drill time here. Gora. Back to Abdullah. Gora. Rory Carlson, number 17. Baylor Deneau. Now far side. Abdullah came in for Nate Hageman, and this is a ball down that's a little too far for Taylor Sowell. And kicked out, but it doesn't go out of play, and United will cycle it back through Jared Sinave. Looks to weave through the midfield. It's a little packed on that left-hand side. Plenty of room over here on my side of the field. Hopefully they'll reverse fields as Sowell does do that. Here is Gora with space and time. Abdullah on his right. Chipping forward, looking for someone to run onto the ball, but it's off a Jaslo defender and out of play for a United throw-in. Nolan Getzinger was the closest to that ball, but he didn't get it. Alex Krell still in the game. He's in the top of the penalty area. He gets it down, gets to a teammate, cycles it back into the midfield. To Gora. Gora has time. Gora has space. Gora has Abdullah in front of him. Abdullah now. Rory Carlson back to Gora. Back to Carlson. Now all the way back to Lucas Ortiz, the goalkeeper, way away from goal. Now he gets it to Baylor Deneau. That's Sowell. Gora. Looking for a teammate, but it goes way wide. Nobody there to receive the pass. I don't know if he thought Abdullah was going to make a breaking run or whether Carlson was supposed to make a run. PJ Hamilton gesticulating to Carlson. He should have cycled through and kept going. One of the major tenets of soccer is if you're forward and you're moving forward, keep moving forward. Passes will find you. When you stop, that's when passes go awry.
Nice ball.
And a nice ball. It's off the heel of Carlson. Now it's to Abdullah. Quick touch there, Abdullah. It's weaving through the midfield, looking for some room. Into the middle. This is Carlson. Lays it off. That was Krell, and it was taken away. And the referee inadvertently blows the whistle. After a Jaslo player went down, the referee did touch his chest to say that was on me. And it looks like it was a foul.
No, it wasn't.
No, they're just going to let him have it instead of a drop ball. Should have been a drop ball. Gora takes one on the rebound. Now it's Krull letting it go through to Carlson. Carlson tripped up by someone who got the ball. Carlson now racing back to try to take the ball away. Fights for it and gets it back. United have it after a massive tussle between Carlson and number 11, Josue Roman Vargas. Or no, number 7, I'm sorry. That's Santos Contreras. Katai pressing out there. Getzinger. Jaslo content. Jaslo officially relegated this afternoon with Green Bay's win. They have no points. This is their 9th match. And they find themselves 15 points in arrears with 12 points left to play for. So this is Gonzalez down the right side, sliding it across the face of goal and way over the bar.
Squires and O'Donoghue were warming up on the sideline.
Our esteemed board member and somewhat part-time statistician / spotter, Brian Gergen, announcing that Josh Squires and Liam O'Donoghue warming up along the sideline here, ready to come back into play. Had a frantic 5 minutes there in that first half. There's a pull of Krull, and he's got to be careful. He's got 3 yellow cards. A 4th yellow card earns him a 1-match suspension, which right now that next match would be on Saturday against Green Bay Gloria, a match that Krull cannot afford to miss. Of course, if Adria reschedule that game in between, and should Krull pick up a card, he would miss that match. None of the matches here are ones that Alex can really afford to miss. But he plays with passion, and he plays with a bit of anger, and he scores a lot of goals. There's a ball where the player goes down. It's a foul on United, and the player is it's their captain rubbing the back of his thigh as he gets up. 52nd minute of play. We're still square at 1-1. Gora heads it. Rory Carlson on the near side. Step over move and turns to Sinave. Sinave with a step over move of his own. Now to Abdullahi. Gora to Sinave. Plays it out on the wing. And once again, it's Getzinger knocking it out. Once again, United's footwork betraying them as he clanks the pass off of his own shin. Long throw in. Cut out by United, headed all the way back to Lucas Ortiz, who grabs the ball safely and cleanly. And not sure if he's going to punt it out or roll it out. He will punt it out. We into Jaslo territory to Katai. Nice touch on the first touch. He got that ball settled real nice. Bonavia to Katai. Cuts across with someone right on his wing side. Soul to Gora. Back to Katai with 2-3 men on. Ball stripped away by Jaslo. Looking in the middle of the park, but Baylor Deneau is there and will tap it back. And Ortiz pressed and really had to play that out of there to Bonavia on the far left-hand side. Now it's Sinave with the ball. Another poor touch by a United midfielder. Ball handling skills sometimes need some work. Even this late stage of the match. Late stage of the year, I should say. Sinave. It's like Bonavia up the wing. Now he's handed it off. This is Katai. I don't know if that was a pass or another piece of bad footwork. Sinave traps it down. Looking ahead. Can't find anybody, but United retain possession, and Sinave has it again. Abdullahi racing down, looking to stretch the defense. Gora to Rory Carlson. Looks to try and feed it down in the corner for Abdullahi and misses badly. And then Carlson comes back and the ball is out of play off of Jaslo, and Abdullahi will throw it in to set Taylor Soul, number 11, in the middle of the park. Harassed, and now passes back. It's Danu to Katai. Katai looking for Rory Carlson. The ball was flying, and it died a little bit when it landed, but not enough for Carlson to catch up to it, so another pass too far.
Next Saturday, July 19th, we have a doubleheader. 5 p.m. the men are back here in NNAU in a must-win relegation battle, 6 points
And
Green Bay Glory.
Jaslo
Huge game for us.
accidentally put it out, so United have the ball. United have had much, if not most, of the possession here in the second half. Jaslo have had it briefly and didn't do much with it.
Local bragging rights for that one.
Krell passing down along to Bonavia. Now back in the middle to Getzinger. Getzinger lays it off. Now it's back to Kroll. Back to Soul. Back to Sinave. Soul again. Katai turns and fires way into the next county.
Bring your friends, bring your family, bring your neighbours, bring the cashier from Jewel Osco. We're not going to...
And that one went way over the bar.
And then the following weekend, Sunday...
And way out of play. It's a goal kick for
2 p.m. is the
Czarni Jaslo.
of the season. Your last chance to kick these Warriors.
56 minutes of play. 1-1 the score.
A midday clash with Bavarian United of Milwaukee, powerhouses. National champions about 57,000 times you can listen to their own publicity, but they are here to wake up.
Headed away. Looking for Katai. He's chasing it down. He has it. He's got possession, and it's dispossessed from him. Looking ahead for a teammate. Too far. Baylor Danu kicks it up. On the far side, United try to fight it. Bonavia puts it out of play. It's a throw-in for Czarni Jaslo. Oh, that's actually a throw-in for United. Toe poked forward and a foul. A foul against United. And it goes against United. It's on Jaslo. Intercepted. United have it back the other way. Can they come back with some numbers? Sort of lazily bring it up the field, and they'll cycle it back to the defense again. Jaslo are playing very packed. They are not playing sideline to sideline. They are playing right in the middle of the park. They're taking away everything through the midfield. They're bunched up. United trying to spread them out, but they're not breaking their shape. That's Katai with a nice back heel touch. And Carlson looking for Kroll. Now he has him here on the right-hand side. He's got Abdullahi coming in behind and the looping ball in. And Diepenbrock comes off his line to make the play and gather the ball in for a nice catch. United still fighting for it. That's Baylor Danu. And the 4 gentlemen who left the game early in the first half. That's number 3, Luke Knotts. Number 8, Mo Sagir. Number 27, Liam O'Donoghue. Number 88, Josh Squires. All getting ready to come back into the match here as we can get near the game's 58th minute. This is Krell. Gets a little push in the back. Takes a quick free kick. Gets the ball back in play. That's Sinave. Now it's Taylor Soul. Soul on the far side looking for Bonavia. Bonavia has Katai. 1-on-1. Katai, low line shot, just hits the outside of the goal. And out of play, and now the substitutions will come in. Alex Kroll throws his hands up on the near side because he was at the back post just waiting, and Katai shot instead of passing across. Kroll was wide open.
Number 8, Mo Sagir. Number 27, Liam O'Donoghue.
Rory Carlson is coming out.
And number 3, Luke Knotts.
It's like we've got, I think it's the same guys. It looks like Carlson's come out, and Soul's come out, and Bonavia's come out. So I think we're back to our original first half lineup, with the exception of number 89, Nate Hageman, who went to the trainer's table and has not been seen anywhere near the field since Katai after a trip up there. Now, if Katai gets his act together and he gets dispossessed far too easily, he's put one over the bar. He's put one on the side of the net, and Alex Krell has thrown his hands up a couple of times as if to say, you know, if you pass the ball, I'm over here by the back post with no one marking me. I.e., I'm going to score. And Jaslo will put it out. That's put out a play by number 11, Josue Roman Vargas. So a throw-in for United. Taken quickly, and O'Donoghue now playing out of the back for Josh Squires. Squires with some time crosses the field. Taylor Sowell remains in the game, number 11.
That's the one that's the one change.
Heitkemper. I don't see Heitkemper in the game. O'Donoghue. Ball taken away. And Lucas Ortiz will go all the way and grabs it before it leaves the penalty area, so he can grab it with his hands. Now Taylor Sowell has it. Yeah. Zach Heitkemper still on the bench. Has not returned to the game. He could be a late substitution. And a lot of back and forth between O'Donoghue and Ortiz before finally they play out of the back. Jaslo will have it. Far side. Circling around. United chasing just a little bit. Mo Sagir, number 8. Lurking. Alex Krell here near the center circle on the near side. He's playing back a bit. This comes to Contreras. Gives it right back. Across the middle of goal. Turning, firing wide of goal. Good defense by United. They kept pushing him further and further away, so he's looping his attack around the last defender. Got him far enough away that when he finally turned to fire, he was not in a position, good position. He would have had to come back across his body and instead shot wide of goal. And so a goal kick, a safe play there, a goal kick for United. Now on the far side, United have a few guys. This is Katai. Chipping in the middle of the park, looking for Sagir. Doesn't find him. Krull is chasing it down in the corner, trying to get the ball before it goes out, but it gets out of play before he has a chance to catch up to it. And it's another goal kick for Czarni Jaslo, and they take it quickly. 62nd minute of play. 1-1 the score. Goals on 10 minutes by Mo Sagir and 13 minutes by Zach Gamster. That's where we're at, level at 1. Foul on that play called against United. Jaslo will have a free kick from about 45 yards out. Well, further than that, really. Almost midfield. They take it quickly. Down in the corner, trying just to cross it. It's blocked slightly. It comes right straight to Gora. In the middle of the park for Josh Squires. He lets it run through. Ball is ahead. He's got Katai. Katai has Krell on his left. He gives the ball back to Krell, who turns, fires, and a weak shot right on goal, right at Diepenbrock. It's okay. They all can't be Giorgio Canaglia-like. Soul. See if they can do it again. Here's Sagir. He of the first goal. Gives it up here to Abdullahi. Crossing the Husky logo in front of us. Back to Sagir. Into Josh Squires in the middle of the park. Once again, trouble handling of the simple possession passes for United. Off the top of their feet, off their shins. Gets a foot in on Luke Knotts, and out of play it goes for a throw-in for United in the game's 64th minute of play. United have had most, if not all, the possession here in the second half. They're knocking on the door a couple times, just haven't been able to close it. And Krell turns and turns again like he's going to shoot again. This time it's Abdullahi in the penalty area. He stops and turns on a dime, keeps it going, gets it to O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue chipping to the back post, the header over the bar. Oh my, Luke Knotts with a header just over the bar. He's at the back post. Good play by Abdullahi to chip it into him, but it was not going to be there. And he heads it just over the bar. The ball was a little too tall for him. He was going to he'd have to be another 1.5 feet taller to have headed that down. But a goal kick again for Jaslo. Weak kick. Sagir. This is Katai trying to knock his man off the ball. Down in the corner. He has it. This is Sagir. Katai. Comes out now into the middle of the park. He's looking for a teammate. That's Krell. Krell shoots and it goes way, way wide. And even David Beckham has his off days. But the thing about Alex Krell, based on what we've seen so far, he may be furiously disappointed in the shots he's taken that weren't on net or weren't very strong. But it's not going to deter him from trying harder. So, keep feeding him the ball. And eventually, good things are bound to happen. He's either going to score or he's going to find a man wide open who's going to do it for him. That's Abdullahi heading forward. Now it goes right straight to a United player. That's Soul. Now he's got Sagir down near the penalty area. He slides it across. It's Katai. Oh, and he shoots it. Oh, he had the goalkeeper. He should have shot to the keeper's right. Instead, he shoots to his left, trying to sneak it inside the post, and he shoots it wide of goal.
Voting in the player of the game is now open by your social medias.
He took the wrong shot. He was going for the glory goal, the goal that sneaks between the goalkeeper and the post, and he put it outside the post. A golden opportunity, right point blank, and it doesn't happen. Just chose to shoot to the wrong side of the goalkeeper. He had the whole far side of the goal. If he'd angled it, it was in the back of the net. Instead, he went for the highlight reel goal. Krell. Defender bounced off him like a rubber ball. Josh Squires keeps the ball alive. Keeps it for United. Jaslo trying to sweep it ahead, and it goes to Liam O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue now with a long ball up the side.
PJ. He's like, hey guys. Over there.
Switch fields is what the Hamilton is indicating. Get the ball over here on this side, and then they wind up giving it away. Not really. Comes into, it's headed to Sagir. Got it knocked over. Katai has Sagir in front of him. Toe-poke pass down toward the goal line. He turns, gets it across the middle face of goal. The shot is in the back of the net. It's Luke Knotts. Luke Knotts in the game's 68th minute with a beautiful goal on the feed from Sagir. 68th minute, Sagir crossed the ball back across the face of goal, and Luke Knotts buries it home from the left-hand side of the penalty area as we see it, right side of the goal, and it's 2-1 United. 2-1 United in the game's 68th minute.
In the 68th minute, I don't want to say you had an eye on the man of the game play award, but in the 68th minute, opening goal scored by number 3, Luke Knotts. Give it up, folks.
Knotts for the goal. Like I said, the goals have been coming from everywhere on this team. There's not been one talisman that's doing it all. Krell has inspired this team to shoot at will, and Knotts shot at will and found the back of the net for a 2-1 United lead. Massive goal. Massive goal.
Shout out Jalen, that will. Oh, I see we did that. From the jokes.
Okay. According to our new punster of the booth, who wants to take over my title, he didn't shoot at Will, he shot at Jalen Diepenbrock. This is Sagir in another gear. Turning. Ball flipped away. Can United capitalize? Shouldered off the ball. That was That was Katai shouldering someone off the ball. United have possession again. Josh Squires turns on his defender and goes down. Referee comes over. And is this going to be it's a foul from behind. I'm surprised there's no yellow card for the foul from behind. But another stern talking to done by the official. Now, I've told you boys not to do that. That might work for Ward Cleaver and Mike Brady, but it doesn't work here on the soccer pitch. Weaving through traffic is Abdullah. He's got Sagir. Sagir now has it down in the corner looking for Krell, who's deemed offside by the official, assistant referee on the near side. And so it'll be a free kick, and United are just pressing everywhere. Right straight, they give it right straight away, and now Squires has it in the midfield. United have had 90% possession here in the second half, maybe 95%. Because I'm not recalling too many times Jaslo keeping the ball for very long. They've had it, but they've not held it for long periods of time. Abdullah with his hands up like, give me the ball. And now he is on the near side with some room and some time. Now the ball back. It's Katai. One-on-one. Step over, crossing move. He slides it across the face of goal. There's nobody there. Krell was coming across, but the ball was a little bit in front of him and over his head and out of play. It's a goal kick for Czarni Jaslo in the game's 71st minute as they're bringing on two substitutions. Number 19 will be... who knows?
That would be a great time to open those phones and get voting in the play of the game.
Number 21 is Chavez. That is Augustin Chavez. Number 19, we're not sure. That could be Aldo Mancera. And I have 16. It could be 19. Because 14 is Peter Schmiel, and we had him as number 19. Throw in. Jaslo trying to keep possession. United just hawking it down. The pressure that United have had on the ball in second halves. It's a foul, a niggling little foul there.
Even on foul 7-7, so it's good.
And so
Russia.
Still pressing. Ball taken away by United. Here on the near side, here comes backing up, and not giving an inch is the United defense. You got to be careful here. They're giving up some sustained attack pressure. Jaslo chipping across the face of goal and punted away. Krell has it he's actually 1-on-3. I'm surprised he didn't try to go for that. He probably would have made it. He split three defenders for his. He actually split three defenders against Jaslo for the game winner 2 weeks ago. Maybe it's 3 weeks ago now. These matches have come pretty fast and furious, even though they've been a week apart. Glad to have you with us on a beautiful Saturday evening here in DeKalb. A little breezy, but the temperature is low and there's no humidity after the rainstorms of last night took that out of the equation for the weather. And just a lovely evening to be out and about. That's Sagir to Abdullah. Then back to Sagir, who goes through the middle. Now he's got Katai on the side here on the near side. Katai going down near the goal line. Right of penalty area. Now he skips over. He got the ball down around the byline. Oh, it goes off the goalkeeper. Katai has it, pointing to a teammate. Katai turns, chips across the face of goal. Krell has it. It all falls to his feet. Long shot, and it's just wide a goal by Knotts. He almost did it again.
Yeah, defensive sub, Heikemper and Hageman back in.
Hageman, number 89, and Zach Heikemper, number 66, coming into the game, and probably coming in for Gora. I'm guessing Gora and Taylor Sowell would be my guess, since they are the gentlemen they replaced earlier. So Hageman had a a slight knock there in the first half, got some treatment, and was ready to play. Just Coach P.J. Hamilton deciding to wait until the 74th minute of play to bring him back in for the final quarter hour of action here, a set of fresh legs to help out. It's intercepted by Squires, then intercepted back by Jaslo. Turn, defended nicely by Squires. 21 is Chavez. Swings it back out. Luke Knotts goes over to try to affect play. It's around Knotts, crosses back there. That's Gora, who's still in the game. And Krell has it, tries to get around the defender, who puts an arm bar on him. And Krell's looking at the referee like, what do I have to do to get a foul called here? The strikers lament, everyone is fouling me on every time I touch the ball. And they're probably right 80% of the time. Jaslo with a runner here on the side. Katai deflects it. O'Donohue with an overhead kick. It's way straight up in the air. It keeps getting headed around. Headed again this time. Lucas Ortiz comes out of his goal area to corral that. Then rolls it out to his left. As United try to regroup. 76th minute of play here in DeKalb. Ball chipped ahead. Krell is onside. He's got it all alone. He fires from long distance and way wide. I believe the term is a striker has never met a ball he didn't want to shoot anywhere from anywhere. And Krell just turned and fired. But his body facing when he turned was to the right of goal as the goalkeeper sees it, to Krell's left, and it's out of play for a goal kick. United trying to reclaim in the midfield again, and they do. This time it's Katai again. Gets it to him. He's going to go and pass it to himself. He gets interfered with. No, that's Sagir. I'm sorry, Sagir, number 8. Mo almost made it up. The defender kept looking at Sagir like, I got to get between you and the ball because you are faster than I am. And he did get between Sagir and the ball, and so Jaslo were able to maintain possession. And they have it now. Alex Krell sort of lurking. Looking for a long ball, but it's Gora on it. Has it. He'll turn it around, and he'll fire it up the far touch line. And it's taken away, and then back again. That was 84. That's Katai out there. And United have been taken down from behind is Taylor Soule. That's got to be a card. That has got to be a card.
No choice.
And it looks like it might be, the card might be on Alejandro Gonzalez. I think it is. Again, hard to read those red on. They're sharp-looking uniforms, but they're not good if you have to try to read numbers from here. I think it's Gonzalez from behind, a yellow card in the game's 78th minute of play. So United will start it over with a short free kick. This is Knotts. And then over here to O'Donohue. Heitkemper. Heitkemper was the bellwether on defense in that Chicago house match. He was everywhere in the second half. Krell. There's Katai all alone. Krell goes down, and there's a foul, no advantage, and that is the I won't say it's the modern rule. About 9 years ago, FIFA changed the advantage rule, saying that the referee didn't have to assess advantage immediately, but if he played advantage and said play on, and the advantage does not happen, the foul can be called back. So it was a change to the rule in that as soon as you called advantage, it was as though the foul had never occurred, and you couldn't do anything about it. FIFA now allows the referee to call the play back if the advantage he assumed would be given does not materialize. And when Krell was shut down and didn't continue on, the advantage disappeared, and the foul was then assessed and a free kick granted as they pulled that back. And that was a nice, nifty little play between Squires on the kick.
17 subject.
Ball in the middle. And it's going to be Luke Knotts, and the keeper comes out. That's Diepenbrock. 17, that's Nick Feet.
I'm going to give you about 90 more seconds to keep voting in the player of the game before we close the ballots.
Ball out of play here on the near side. 80th minute. 80th minute of play. United lead 2-1. They've got to weather what I presume will be a challenge from Jaslo. And Sagir onside. One-on-one. Out he goes to the D. He feeds across. This is Katai. Katai taps it to himself. Doesn't go anywhere. Intercepted and taken away by Jaslo. Gora on that one. Taken away. Squires and Heitkemper both looking for the ball. United come in and steal it. It's Knotts that takes it away to Taylor Sowell. Krell is salivating out there, just waiting for somebody to find him. He's on the left-hand side, right evenly offside positioning. One good pass is going to spring him. If they see it, if they can get it to him. If Jaslo don't shut it all down with their very compact play from sideline to sideline. They're in the middle of the park for most of it. United have tried to spread them wide and hasn't worked. Here comes Katai again. Gets down. Katai all alone. He gets a shoulder-to-shoulder charge. Katai fires wide, a goal again. 3 times he's hit it into the side netting, going it alone, and 3 times we have had an opportunity and he can't score. Katai, 3 shots into the side of goal tonight. Here comes Peter Camille in the game for the final 9 minutes or so. We're just about into the game's 82nd minute. We are now in the game's 82nd minute. United have it. There's Gora. This is Katai. Alex Krell has... Alex Krell has been beside himself on those shots into the side of the goal because I think on all 3 of them, Krell was open. One pass across, and this could be 6-1. But instead, he's been taking the shots. I haven't really seen him do much. He's not been looking for teammates. He's been looking for himself. Sorry there, Katai, but it's a team game, sir. And it's nice to score. I know it is, but look for the open man. You've had them open 3 times at least tonight. You'll get yours at some point. 83rd minute of play. United leading 2-1. Heitkemper steals, turns around, gets between 2 defenders, keeps the ball again. He gets pulled down, and they call the foul against United. Jaslo in the middle of the park, going in, turns, fires, saved by Lucas Ortiz for a corner. A quick free kick after Heitkemper went down, and they called Heitkemper for the foul. He's arguing with the referee while Jaslo is getting the ball back in play. Corner kick number 3 of the game for Jaslo. Dangerous here. Player in the penalty area, right in the goal area, right next to Ortiz. Everyone else out near the penalty spot. They're looping in. The ball gets headed out. Comes here on the near side back to the corner kick taker. He's going to loop one into the center, and it comes way back out. And taken away. Katai trying to get it. Hageman has it. No foul. Katai comes away with it and comes racing up the side of the field looking for Mo Sagir. He got Sagir. The Jaslo player just stopped, and Sagir kept the ball. And now it's out of play off of United for a Jaslo throw-in the game's 84th minute. can't imagine that there will be much stoppage time here in the second half. We've had very little stoppages. Jaslo continuing to put the pressure on. United trying to stave it off. Looking into the penalty area. Ball is fed out to the left, and a high looping ball looking for someone, finding no one, and United will have a goal kick in the game's 85th minute of play.
Boys and girls, the votes have been cast and counted and verified by our independent adjudicator, and it gives me great pleasure to announce that your player of the game, as voted by you, the good people of DeKalb County, the fans of DeKalb County, the lifeblood of DeKalb County.
Get on with it.
is Number 3, Luke Knotts.
Thought I was watching American Idol there for a minute. Luke Knotts is your player of the game. He'll receive the WWE style belt that's reserved for the player of the match. And that's because our club president, John Hall, is a massive wrestling fan. Krell with it by himself. Now he gives it off to Soul. It's now the 86th minute of play. Krell back to the goal. Gives it up. It comes to Knotts. Knotts is harassed from behind. He has the ball. Gets it here on the near side to Sagir, number 8. And then back to Knotts. Looking to feed it down to the goal line. It's a little too far, and Knotts can't catch up to it. And it's going to be a goal kick for Czarni Jaslo. 2-1.
Folks, we're back here on Saturday for a doubleheader.
There's an old soccer adage that says 2-0 is the toughest lead to defend. I would say a 2-1 lead in the final 5 minutes is one of the toughest things to defend in the sport of football. Many hundreds, if not thousands of matches over the history of football across the world have been drawn in the final 5 minutes in 2-1 matches. Down goes Soul, and it'll be a foul.
Okay, folks, come on, guys. Make some noise. We are getting into the last dying embers of this game. We need that support. These 3 points could be hugely important.
87th minute of play.
Make some noise. Get behind them.
United's goal, or their second goal, was their 197th goal in all competitions across team history. Heitkemper was looking for Kroll in the penalty area. Kroll takes it away. Unbelievable. Just comes out of nowhere and takes the ball away after the pass was intercepted. Jaslo just sort of looks like, well, we intercepted the pass. We have no problem. No, you have Alex Kroll in your back pocket. United continue to maintain possession. Squires comes up on the ball. 3 United players there, including Heitkemper, and finally knocked off the ball. Josh Squires has it. Gets it in the midfield. This will be Taylor Soul. And it's knocked away at the last minute by an on-rushing Jaslo player. 3-on-3. Down goes in on a beautiful tackle. Here is Katai with Krell with him. Katai looking for Krell. Ball is knocked away and out of play, and it's a corner kick for United in the game's 88th minute of play. United will take their time. Katai kind of diddled with the ball a little too long, and Krell was not in a good position. You can't dither with it, ladies and gentlemen. You got to make a move. You got to make your passes quick. Forwards generally do run into positions, and as they run, they're only in that spot that you saw them in a second ago for a second. By the time the pass comes, they have now moved to another position. Short corner. And Krell is down in the corner, just doing what they do. Katai now. Into Sagir. Sagir turning. Gets it to Krell outside. He's just going to hang on to it. Takes it down into the corner. This is just going to be keepy-uppy, basically. And out off of a Jaslo player and another corner kick.
Oh, he's going.
Krell now can deliver the corner from out there. 89th minute of play.
Coming, folks. Push him through to the final barrier.
Krell with it. He's got Katir in front of him. Katai in front of him. Short corner. Now he comes out of the corner. Loop sitting for Sagir. Sagir trying to track it down. Can't do it. Actually, he does because Jaslo can't control it. Segir. Back to Heitkemper. Now back to Liam O'Donoghue. Through Soul lets the ball run through to Knotts. Knotts dribbling. Gets it to Segir. Now in the middle of the park to Josh Squires. He'll dribble around a little bit. And all the way back to Baylor Deneau and then over to Liam O'Donoghue. No rush, but they are keeping the ball in play. Heitkemper here on the near side, right along the touchline. He gets it to Soul. Soul looks to split the defense. He tries to go through. He almost does. He gets muscled off the ball and tips the ball out of play, but it's going to go to Segir before it goes out of play. So United keep it down the corner. Segir holds it again. Segir has it again. Segir keeps the play on going with a shoulder charge. Beautiful play. Gets it out to Knotts. Knotts lets it run through just a little bit, turns on a toe tap, and gets it from long range and scores from 35 yards away. It is Luke Knotts in the 90th minute with the third goal of the game, and United are going home with 3 crucial points in the race for relegation. 3-1 United. And the assistant referee has noted 2 minutes of stoppage time.
Your player of the match scores his second of the game. Give it up, number 3, Luke Knotts.
Luke Knotts with a bullet from 35 yards out beats Jalen Diepenbrock for a 3-1 United lead. And United have taken the 3 points. They will be on 12 points when this match is over. They are now 3 points in arrears of Green Bay Glory with the match against Green Bay next Saturday night.
End of game, head down to Lucas's goal, please, for the traditional end of game photo. The referee's glamorous assistant has indicated, I believe, a minute of time. That's 2 minutes of
2 minutes of time.
You haven't paid for it. You might as well enjoy it by shouting louder than you've ever shouted in your life. These 3 points
and
are huge.
Luke Knotts with the third goal of the match and United's 198th goal all-time in all competitions. And Czarni Jaslo will go to 0-9 on the season after tonight. United continue their 2-for-1 special. They have outscored opponents 2-1 in the last 3 matches. They've outscored them tonight 3-1. And down goes Heitkemper on a foul from behind by Josue Roman Vargas, who I thought already was kind of clipped for a foul from behind earlier with a card, or at least a warning. United are just passing it, and Jaslo are not even making any attempt. Well, now they'll make a token attempt to try to intercept. But Czarni Jaslo, who Brian Gherkin did look it up, did win, and that's it. That is full time here in DeKalb. Final score, DeKalb County United 3, Czarni Jaslo 1. United have won their 4th consecutive game, their 4th consecutive league match. They now stand on 12 points on the season. Green Bay United actually stands on 14 points. I misspoke. We are 2 points behind Green Bay. Going into next Saturday's match against the Glory, it will be a huge match. If United should win that, they will move out of the drop zone.
Your DKCU 3. Thank you for spending your Saturday.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Final score is 3-1. Let's recap the goals. Mo Segir on 10 minutes. Zach Gamster on 13 minutes made it 1-1. And then Luke Knotts on 68 minutes and 90 minutes. The 90th minute won a screamer of a goal from 35 yards out. Final score, United 3 and Jaslo 1. Thank you again for joining us. We thank you for your support of DeKalb County United Soccer. We'll remind you that our next online live stream match will be next Saturday at 5 p.m. when your United take on the Green Bay Glory in a match that may decide the relegation battle for 2025. For all of us here at DeKalb County United, we say good night, good soccer. This is Brian Martin. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next Saturday night.